Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Well, my good buddy Josh over at G-Force Power Sports called me up one day and was like, dude, let's ride some dirt bikes. I was like, yeah, sure. How technical is it? He goes, I don't know, 6 out of 10? Well, let's see how that went. Yep, that seems about right. This ride is the Woody, and it's been a yearly event for Woody and his buddies to ride dirt all the way from Fruita, Colorado to Moab, Utah. The route that was selected for this year's ride comprised of hundreds of miles of dirt over 3 days, covering sand washes, slick rock, and some of the craziest stuff I've ever seen people tackle on a dirt bike, ever. Let's begin at the beginning. Alrighty folks, morning of day one, or almost afternoon. We've got the Tahoe all filled up, including with a mini bike in there that we're gonna go try to find a snowbank on the way into, because Josh wants to throw it in some snow and just see what it's all about. So we have to go back to your place before we roll out. We're actually here at the dealership. We just finished some filming. You forgot your helmet at home.
That's right.
And then we're gonna hit the road and spend 5 hours climbing mountains. All right, I have no clue where we are, but we're somewhere between Denver and Grand Junction, and we pulled over at what looks like one of the prettiest valleys I've ever seen in my life. This is pretty nuts out here.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. It's a boat ramp, apparently. I think this is where people get into raft.
Look at all that stuff out there, all the white peaks and so forth. Yeah, it might be a little bit cold, but you know what? We're still gonna drop another few thousand feet, and then it'll be perfect for riding dirt bikes.
Hopefully.
Josh just noticed something fun about the bikes that we're going to be riding. They're so fresh that they still have the key cards on there. So these bikes were just uncrated, and they're going to be, you know, busted up on the trail for a couple of days. This is going to be an interesting weekend for sure.
Get up here to your level.
Yeah, I'll go down so that you don't have to. Alrighty folks, it is morning, day 2. About 35 degrees outside, you said?
Yep, about 35.
Pretty chilly, and we're gonna go pack the rest of our crap up, throw it in the truck, and then we got a riders meeting, and then we're finally gonna hit the dirt and gas. Yeah, hopefully we don't end up being the first guys in the puddle, because it's very cold outside.
Second guys.
Second guys.
Second guys, yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to be shivering our way to the next rest stop. Alrighty, here's all the bikes out here waiting for us this morning. We have a fair few fancy European dirt bikes coming along on this adventure. Before we head out though, I'm gonna go get myself something to drink, because despite being 35 degrees outside this morning, it's not gonna be that way for very long. So, gonna pull the liners out of this jacket so that I can ride comfortably, and then I guess we're just gonna hit the road. Alrighty folks, we're officially underway here, or at least about to be. Everybody's getting on their motorcycles and I'm trying to get my gloves on quick fast like. I broke my first rule, and that was don't start sweating. I started sweating. Oh God, I'm so cold. Well, ladies and germs, as the sign says over there, we're officially in Utah, or at least on the precipice of. And we just came in off this range here. I didn't start filming because I can barely feel my fingers. So I'm just grabbing the exhaust for love nor money to warm my poor little tootsies up. My core's doing okay, but only just. Whew. It is extraordinarily cold out. But who would have thunk it? It's Colorado in November, right? Whew. Warm my phalanges, Mr. Exhaust. I'm gonna let these guys go first, because these guys are better than me. GoPro's behind you.
You okay? Okay.
He said he's all right. What's up? What's up with that arm? Is it hurting?
Yeah, my elbow.
Your elbow.
Fuck.
A little bit of an update. So basically, the second we got on single track on a bike I'm unfamiliar with, I immediately hit some massive puddles and lost the front end and rode it out all dumb, and it was 100% my mistake. So I'm paying for it now. The arm I'm actually using to hold up this camera is actually in a good bit of pain. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the next cutout. I've ridden about 30 miles, but I'm getting to the point where it's stopping being fun. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to find the next cutout and head back to the hotel and call it a day. Hopefully my arm will rest up enough in the next day or two to start feeling a little better. But let me show you where I'm at. I'm not sure if the camera's going to do it justice here, but this is the middle of nowhere, you know? And it's not exactly the spot you want to be with a busted up arm, but it is where we are. So I'm going to keep moving on, find the next road, bail out, hop in a hot tub, and down a whole bunch of Tylenol or something to hopefully help my arm out. It's actually getting really tired holding the camera, so I'm going to stop. Let me show you the bike really fast. Got more than a little bit of dirt on it. I ended up having to push it through basically a bog, but it's working good. I just wish I didn't biff it right away, because that's really what fucked me over. I'd be doing a lot better if my arm wasn't killing me. So it is what it is. Okay, people, that right there is a gas station, and this right here is an extremely empty motorcycle. We made it almost all the way to the gas stop. Josh has plenty more gas in his bike, but for some reason I ran out. I was probably just using more gas while I was trying to get through all that shit back in the trail, but this is really demoralizing. I almost made it to the gas station, and Josh is just sitting here laughing at me the whole time. We spent the last, like, I don't know, 20 miles just trying to hypermile it.
Yep.
To get here, and now we're hoping that shooting this little piece is getting enough of the gas to liquefy in the bike so that I don't have to push it the last, like, half mile. All right, let's see if we can do it. There we go. That light's kind of okay. Well, folks, we made it to Green River, which is the end of the ride for today, and goddamn, my elbow is killing me. I'm not sure if y'all can see it or anything. It's pretty swollen. No discoloration yet. It's pretty tender, so I'm not sure if I actually did fracture it or not. I'm gonna make the go or no go call on riding tomorrow. We'll see how I'm feeling. Today was actually really fun. Once I managed to, figure out what was going on with the bike and really start gelling with it, I had a ton of fun. It's not like I'm an absolute dirt novice or anything. I've done a handful of kind of technical adventure rides, and once we got into the washes and we were able to get moving, I was actually really, really enjoying it, and I was starting to gel with the bike. And then we just got to the point where my first round of ibuprofen was wearing off, and I just couldn't stay on the bike, so we had to call it quits and take a quick jaunt down the highway. Hopefully a night of good rest and maybe a dip in a hot tub will help me out. But I'll catch you guys in the morning. Well, folks, welcome to the morning of day 3. As you can tell, I'm not wearing a bunch of dirt gear today. My elbow is still kind of hurting me from yesterday, so we're gonna be sitting in the follow truck today. I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll be feeling better enough to ride, but somebody else will be taking my motorcycle, I think, or we're putting it in the trailer. I'm not entirely sure. But it is a bit of a bummer because today sounds like it's going to be a ton of fun riding out in Moab. And that's been one of the things I've wanted to do for a long time. So being dumb for 30 seconds cost me a day of cool riding. So hopefully tomorrow we'll be able to get better and back on the bike. Luckily, Josh here is going to be riding today, so we're going to get some footage off of his GoPro. Probably a bunch of slow speed maneuvers around a bunch of heavy obstacles, right?
Sinking into sand holes. That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah,
it's gonna be me just like
Apparently there's some quicksand out there, so hopefully we get some good footage from you so you guys can see what riding in Moab is all about.
6.5 hours later.
Josh, he's giving himself the motivational speech here because I told him I was going to turn the camera on. So I had to sit in the truck all day today, but Josh did some riding that sounded absolutely ridiculous. How did it go out there today?
Yeah, I rode my ass off. It was every bit that I had to give it, man. There were giant drop offs with like death on each side, and then a quick turn after that. It was stuff that I had no business riding. Hardest stuff I've ever ridden. And if you'd asked me looking at it, can you ride that? I'd have said no, but I made it. And the Husky was amazing. I mean, the Husky was great, but oh god, it was really hard.
Yeah.
It was really tough.
No, there were some guys that actually got seriously busted up out there. So it was a good.
Yeah.
While it sucks that I couldn't ride, it was a good idea that I didn't get on the bike today because.
Yeah, you injured your elbow, but a guy in our group had a bone sticking out of his arm.
Yeah.
Ended up being a 4-hour excursion for us to get a sheriff in there, and it was gnarly. It was pretty gnarly. But, you know, the group all came together and got it done, got the bike out of there, got him in an ambulance, and it was a cool thing to be a part of, honestly. I got to wrap this guy's arm up and get that bone shoved back into his arm, and yeah, it was kind of wild.
Yeah. Well, tomorrow we're going to be heading back to Grand Junction, and I'll actually be back on a bike, which is looking good. It's going to be a short skip down the highway. Apparently, since we're in Moab right now, it's supposed to be really pretty to get out, but...
Yeah, it's going to be gorgeous. An hour and 45 minutes on the highway to get back to Grand Junction where you're flying out of. It's going to be absolutely beautiful. I'm sure we'll find a little pull-off to take some photos or rip some soft dirt.
Well, guys, catch you in the morning. Josh is about to go pass out, and I'm going to, just draw faces on him in the night. Good morning. I believe it is day 4, and my arm is still not 100%. But we are looking at the route we're going to be doing back, and Josh is over there playing with his GPS. But looks like we're going to be going right along the Colorado River and in some canyons that are literally right beneath the off-road route that these guys are going to be riding. Apparently they're going to go up into the mountains and ride through some snow, and no, I'm good. I'm good. What about you? You want to go ride through some snow, Josh?
On the mini bike? I'd do it on the mini bike. Yeah. I don't want to climb any mountains today though.
So we're gonna hit the road and head back to Junction so that I can get on a plane and fly back to Austin for less than 6 hours before I get out and fly on another plane somewhere else. So it's gonna be a lot of traveling in the next 24 hours for me, but should be at least one good ride before we get out of here.
Well, folks, today may be the last day, and I may be rolling out of Moab, but I'm doing it under my own power, and that feels pretty good. I was dying to get my chance to ride out here in Moab, and I got it. So we're going to be heading out down this way, and then we're going to be hanging a right onto a road, I think it's 128, which runs right along the Colorado River and some slot canyons and stuff, and that sounds like a ton of fun to me, so let's get to getting. No, that was definitely our route. Whoops. Well, a little bit of fun getting out of Moab, not knowing where the frick I'm going. Yep, that's why it says 128 on the sign. I'm so smart. God, I have no idea what I'm doing. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. This is looking good right here. This road has been one of the most incredible ones I've ever been on. I mean, you know, my brain is sitting here being like, oh, nice, smooth, paved, twisty road, you know, open it up, but, you know, I'm on these, like, 100% dirt knobbies, and they're on moose bibs, which are still oozing goo, so I don't want to eat it. But the nice thing is it's allowing me to slow down and just take in all of this stuff, because this is breathtaking. One thing I will say is, while the landscape is stunning and this bike is extremely capable, the seat is not very fun to sit on. I'm having to switch cheeks every few minutes, because if I sit right in the middle of the seat, it's lifting and separating in ways I'm not entirely comfortable with. So I'm having to alternate cheeks on the seat to make sure that I can stay comfy. I can't imagine how Josh is feeling back there on his after riding all day yesterday and all day the day before. Yeah, I bet his tushy's all tore up. I'm just taking it easy because I don't want to get wet right before I get on a plane. Well, for those of you at home who are telling me that I'm riding this like a pussy in the comments, I am. Totally am. But I would like to point out I'm riding with an injured elbow, so I don't want to tear it up, and it's preventing me from standing. I can't really compress my arm all that much anymore, or at least not right now. But I'm out here doing it. I'm also not bailing through the streams because somebody's got a plane to catch, and I'm not gonna get another chance to change clothes. I'm also babying the gas I do have because I don't know when our next stop is. But this stuff is killer. I want to bring the KLR out here.
Guys, we made it down part of the Onion Creek Trail, I think it's called, and we're in one of the prettiest places I have ever been in my entire life. Just take a look at all this.
Dude, there's a dick rock. Look,
Dick Rock!
there's a dick rock. Amazing.
And of course, I gotta get an artistic shot of Josh taking an artistic shot of the Dick Rock. Guys, this is a pretty amazing place to be, and yeah, I didn't get to do all of it, but you know what? At least coming out here and riding a little bit, even in my gimped up state, this is a ton of fun. So we're probably gonna turn around here because we do have to get back to the highway. Well, unfortunately, can't ride all day long out here. Also, we do have some gas concerns because we only get about 80 miles. So we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see how it goes. But Onion Creek Trail, definitely worth a look if you're in the area. Well, folks, we made it back to the Super 8 after a pretty long jaunt down the highway, but sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do.
We had some nice little stops that were fun. Broke it up. It was no big deal.
Yeah, no, it was a good day. That canyon road was unbelievable. That little dirt section was awesome.
Yeah.
And now we're gonna go get some food. I'm gonna get changed out of my dirt gear and probably leave it in the back of Josh's truck. And then I'm gonna fly back to Austin. But yeah, this has been a heck of a weekend, and a huge shout out to Josh and the folks over at G-Force for flying me out here so I could check out this ride. I'm bummed I got busted up, but I would have gotten messed up on that trail yesterday. So
It was gnarly. Yeah, but I'm glad you came out, man. We had a blast.
yeah, so if you're in the area, you're looking to do some fun stuff, all the information for G-Force is going to be down in the description. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you later.